Families of the Victims of Brainwashing, Part 2. Hi. Oh, this has all been pertinent information, that's for darn sure.
We can talk about the Lucifer Rebellion.
Lucifer
was one of the most incredible angels that God ever made. He had a flaw, however. He thought he was good as God. Lucifer knew the creationary pattern, the Merkaba,
The
but it was
creationary
originally
pattern?
intended to be enacted only internally. Internally meant you had to have your emotional body intact along with your mental body, which protected
Sounds like
you.
Buddhism.
Lucifer went one step further. He dared to do the obvious and created it externally by separating himself from God, the source. He was in fact not able to do it internally. Yet initially, prior to the consequences, he thought, no big deal. He does it internally, I'll do it externally. Same old Merkaba. This is like saying the hydrogen bomb is the same as love because it is bright and hot. Externalizing the Merkaba was a billion times more serious. Now, this type of experiment against God had been attempted 3 times before. The one that affected our planet always ended in total chaos. Like, oh my God. The last Lucifer rebellion was about 200,000 years ago, and at the time he convinced about a third of the angels to join him. About 1 million years ago, the race on Mars was dying from the effects of an earlier Lucifer rebellion, the third one. The planet was terminating from Merkaba's run amok. When you create a Merkaba internally using love or your emotional body, it becomes a living field around your body. But when you create it externally, you don't have to use love. You only have to use the calculating mind. Ultimately, this act produces a being with only a left brain who doesn't have an emotional body or understand love. Best example. Are you still there? Are you still there? Testing, 1, 2, 3.
No one's getting brainwashed in this family.
The best example of such a race is the Greys. The Greys are descendants of the Martians and one of the alien races now visiting the Earth.
No one's getting brainwashed while they're in this family. That's all I gotta say.
Is that the act itself is a generative of duality.
Oh yeah, duality. Dave said that word once, duality.
Get off of there, you dumb fucking cat!
Dave said duality one time.
Stupid fucking cat.
That Dave guy, he said duality.
Duality. Here it is here.
It stuck with
An
me.
act is generative of duality.
Duality.
How could it not be? Since it dualizes in order to externalize and turn emotions into technology. Once everything is dualized on motors, it becomes more and more difficult to perceive the one spirit that moves through everything.
Yeah, no new age alien infiltration here.
So we see good and evil, and even though the one spirit is still present in an externally created world, it is incredibly difficult to discern.
Sounds like something that an alien wrote. Are you reading something that an alien wrote?
When the Martians came to Atlantis, they imported the effects of the Lucifer rebellion right along with them.
Okay.
And this is the deed that led to our downfall on Earth. The problem was that Mars was a full left brain culture. The Martians knew and understood everything intellectually.
Are you reading men are from Mars, women are from Venus?
Specifically, they had no love. They had no reason to care for anyone other than themselves.
Oh, okay.
As a consequence, They were
Okay.
always fighting, and they destroyed their atmosphere just
Okay.
the way we're doing here.
Okay.
As Mars was dying, a small group of Martians, approximately 1,000 or so, built structures in the region we have come to call Cydonia. The massive humanoid face on the monuments, the Viking spacecraft photographed on Mars in 1976.
Okay.
These monuments represent an exquisite...
Yeah, this is starting to ring a bell.
The form of a star tetrahedron, and they also describe how the Martians created their own unfortunate or external Merkaba. They had lost the ability to create an internal Merkaba so long ago, they didn't know what it was.
Well, they've been through a lot.
The symbol on the Jewish flag is a Merkaba.
Jewish mining operation? Did you say Jewish mining operation?
Yeah, they certainly knew how to create an external Merkaba, and they did just that. They got in it and left, believing that this was their only option.
Through DARPA. Through a DARPA Stargate. DARPA Stargate.
The Martians were able to journey into space, travel in time, and discover and decide the perfect time and place for them to enter.
Well, they had it easy.
About 65,000 years in our past. This place on planet Earth on Atlantis is so perfect and waiting for them.
Oh, okay.
That is where they did it.
Okay.
They stepped in against their will and tried to take over immediately.
Okay.
But there were too few of them, and they failed.
Oh, okay.
They finally decided to go through the motions of trying our feminine way, even though they didn't.
Let's take the feminine route, guys. Guys, let's get more feminine so we can go to Mars. Wait, you're reading men are from Mars, women are from Venus, aren't you?
They tried it, in fact, for 50,000 years, but also with disruption.
Okay.
The influence on us was so strong, we began to switch our consciousness from a female to a male orientation.
Hey, guys, let's take the male way this time.
We were significantly distorted. When the Martians stepped into our
I love science fiction.
Atlantis, we were about the equivalent of a 13 or 14-year-old girl, and they were the equivalent of a 65-year-old man. They stepped into
So,
our
14-year-old girls with 65-year-old men. Oh, wait, is this about Mormons?
They stepped in the pattern against their will.
When the Mormons came to Mars, the 16-year-old girls and the 75-year-old men colonized, and it was very erotic.
Yeah, but there weren't enough of them, so they had to go along with our Ingenue program at least for a while.
FLDS, colonization of Mars. It's like when the 75-year-old men and the 13-year-old girls got to town, they started colonizing in a bubble. Oh, wait. I hope that gets censored.
Things progressed fairly smoothly until roughly about 16,000 years ago.
Yeah. Okay, you got 40 seconds. You got 37, 36, 35. That's how much time's left on this camera.
South Carolina is today.
Yeah.
Remnants of the molten stones
Hey,
scattered
when,
over an area.
hey, when we're out of time, we're out of time. You've been a great audience. So Todd's gonna take it on next time. Where is it?
Come on, Kenny.
We got about 15 seconds left. 14, 13.